Hello, dear viewers. I realize that this is pretty late, and for those of you that are a couple time zones ahead, it might actually be the next day, so I didn't do one yesterday. But I suspect that no one in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean is actually watching my videos on account of the wireless there sucks. I'd like to talk to you about my favorite ways of avoiding doing work. Specifically, I have homework. I have a study habit wherein I put my homework out and deliberately not look at it. The idea that I have to ignore my homework a good amount of time before I actually start to do it. And in chemistry, this can be extended by the fact that I have a periodic table right there on my bulletin board, and so I do double duty ignoring my homework by not looking at it. Like, I'll be sitting on my computer and watching movies or playing the occasional game or surfing the internet, and I will not be looking at the periodic table at all, lest I be reminded of the fact that I have work to do. It gets done, believe it or not, but it's just a little bit iffy that way. And then I have a lot of my favorite excuses for why the work is of lower quality than usual. No, this isn't because of my procrastination. It's just that occasionally, you know, for example, my head fell off and I spent all day putting it back on, or someone else's head fell off and I spent all day helping them put it back on, or my favorite one, my lab partner accidentally dropped my notes in the sink and I had to do all this by memory, so some of my figures might be a bit off. True story. Actually, I didn't quite drop them in the sink. It was more a case of, I'm washing the glassware with Alex's notes next to the sink. Hey, I forgot they're next to the sink. Hey, Alex, you still read this? No, you idiot, the ink ran. Ah! I had to go make that lab up, actually, because I lost all of my notes for the experiment. It was a nuisance. So, you know who you are. I'm very upset at you. Well, then, of course, spills. I spilled this, I spilled that, the amount's a bit off, blah, 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 blah. I dropped the glassware, lost my sample, and had to do half an hour's work all over again. Or, due to time constraints, I didn't do over the half the test. Seriously, how do you expect to clean glassware in negative time? That's impossible. I mean, like, this isn't Star Trek, for heaven's sake. Or, let's see. I would use my cousin's bar mitzvah excuse, but anyone with half a brain knows those mostly happen on Saturdays, and so that's not really much of an excuse. Oh, incidentally, I really need help with this one problem. Can anyone tell me in the comments a viable lie to get out of taking an exam? Because the exam happens to be the exact same time. Well, not quite the same time, but damn close. Almost the same time as a Metallica concert. And Metallica doesn't come to Toronto very often. So someone, please, give me a suggestion for that. And no, I can't really fake sick prematurely. I'll just be like, well, maybe I could, but I'd have to find a doctor willing to misrepresent my state of health just to go see loud music in a stadium. And I think there's something in the Hippocratic Oath about not doing that, which is a pity because they like a killing of university students. Other favorite excuses. My pen ran out of ink, and I had to do this in pencil, and it all got smudged. See? After, you know, spending hours with a special smudging stick that you get at art supply shops. Or, my printer's on the fritz. So, if any of those pages happen to be porn, I don't know how they got in there, I swear. And then, depending on the TA, I either get really good marks, and please mess up your printer more often, comments, or, seriously, this is tasteless, don't do it again. Now, let's see what today's feature Wikipedia article is, because I'm trying to actually go to bed right when my dose kicks in, and that means that there has to be some sort of timing thing. I know what you get the idea, I hope. Let's see what the feature Wikipedia article is before I go any further nuts. Texas A&M, oh my god, is a co-ed public research university located in College Station, Texas. My god. This is hilarious. I actually used to have a ranch that was about 45 minutes outside of College Station, and towards the end of our living there, my family actually had a small computer repair shop right across from campus. It was neat because the repair shop was right next to a strip mall with a Barnes & Noble, a Best Buy, and an Office Max. And all the A&M students would go hang on the Barnes & Noble and read, and they would come to the computer shop to get their laptops fixed. And of course, I'd go with them because I think, hey, I get to spend all day in Barnes & Noble. Hee hee hee. For my Canadian viewers who don't know this, or for my other viewers who don't know this, Barnes & Noble is a chain of bookstores in the United States. Think on the same area as Indigo or Chapters. I have a couple of friends going there. Most of my other friends are going to the University of Texas. Not to confuse the University of Toronto, even though the initials are the same. You say U of T with U and T capitalized for University of Toronto, and you say UT, no capitalization, no space, or anything for University of Texas. I think. So anyway, dear viewers, remember this. 2 men enter, 1 man leaves. Good day.